horrific form. The sight of it leaves the person speechless. At that time, the questions that are asked is according to one tradition of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. He's saying there are certain things that they will be asked upon. First, who's your God? Second, who's your prophet? Third, what is your kitab? What is your book? Fourth, what is your qibla? Fifth, who's your imam? Sixth, what is your religion? In specific order. But the tradition of the imam is ajab. He says the question that will be asked will be 6 and 3. Tradition says they will ask 6 questions and 3 questions. So the Ravi says that means 9 questions. He's saying no. 6 questions and 3 questions. A total is 9. So Ravi says, but the total 9. He's saying yes. But the question that will be asked will be 6 and 3. Saying, I don't understand. Why do you break them up into 6 and 3? He's saying those 6 questions will be for everybody. Those who pass those 6 questions go into the next phase where the 3 questions will be asked. So if somebody flounders in the first 6 questions and he fails in the first level, there is no chance for him to go to the second. His finish, his examination ends there. But those who pass out, then they go to the next 3 questions. If they've answered their God and their religion and the book and the prophet and the qibla and the imam, once those are sorted out, that means now your base is correct. The usul is correct. The foundation is correct. The pillars are correct. Now you go on to something that is secondary. How did you spend your life? How did you earn? Spend your life means, how did you earn your wealth? 1. 3 questions. How did you earn your wealth? Halal way or the haram way? Were you cognizant for every transaction about the fiqhi rulings of God? Or no, just because you wanted to earn money, you say, Ya Allah, I've got money, I'm going to start this business. So what if it's a brewery? So what if it's a brewery? So what if it's serving alcohol? And it is said that Imam Ali alayhi salam, he would go to the markets of Kufa and says, Ya ma'ashara tujar, al-fiqh thumma tijara. First learn fiqh, then do business. Otherwise you might fall into something that you would never be able to come out of. So the second phase will be asked, how did you earn your money? You earned your money fine, how did you spend your money? Just because you've got those wad of green bills in your pocket, you think you can do anything? Account for it. And the third thing, which is becoming so important for these youths, how did you spend your youth? An old man walking on the street, going on the road, a beautiful girl passes by, he won't even look at it. Why does he look for it? There are no sensations in him for him to look for it. And even if she looks, she will not look at him. But this youth who is strong and handsome, when that girl is passing by, for him it is jihad to put his eyes down. You're not supposed to look with lust, right? You have a look and then you can, platonic you can talk. It's not that you just close your eyes and go to university, no. Platonic, superficial interaction is allowed. But something beyond that, when you find your eyes moving all around the place, that is not allowed. How did you spend your youth? That is important. This questioning, when it takes place and the person fails the question, now comes another 5 minutes and then we go on to the Masaib. We wanted long lectures, eh Raya? This person now, when he fails the first level, there is no need to go to the second, or fails the first, passes the first and fails the second. Tradition says now things become difficult, because now all of a sudden they strike one blow into the grave and that entire grave is filled up by means of fire. All of a sudden they point to one end of the grave and there the door opens up straight into the hell of Barzakh. The fire inside, the heat of the Barzakhi hell, it's coming in, the pungent smell coming in, the odor coming in, the shrieking coming in, the shouting coming in, and this man now is lying in a grave filled with fire. At that time it is said that they will take up their staff again and hit him on the head. Riwayat says that the severity of the strike and the intensity of one blow is so much that had even one blow were to fall upon the mountains of the earth, they would crumble into dust. Every blow that is fallen onto the mountains, they crumble into dust. Remember, this is not your blow or my blow. These are the blows of those special servants of God, where in a domain where God now exercises complete control and authority. There is nobody to challenge him. In this world, he has stepped himself a little aback. He has kept himself aback. He says, I want you to pray namaz as-subh. You miss out, yes, I will keep into account, but I will not intervene in this world. In this world, you have been given an authority, I have been given an authority. But a realm would come when all authority from us will be taken away. The only authority will be that of that Wahid al-Qahhar al-Jabbar, the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At that time, these angels start inflicting the punishments. 3 blows upon a person. Every blow enough to make the mountains crumble onto the earth. But that is not all. He will be then made to wear clothes of fire, made from strands of fire. The moment these clothes come onto his body begins to burn. There is the heat and the odor from the Jahannam of Barzakh. There is the fire that is there in the grave. He is wearing the clothes of fire and those blows of fire. You can imagine the state of us at that moment of time. Still if we say, Joy Lesu Haya. Tradition says this is not all. A time will come when before they leave for the sinning and disobedient servant of the Lord of the world, the disobedient servant of the Qahhar of the world, the supreme power of the world. At that point of time, before they go, suddenly 99 snakes will be made to enter the grave. Don't ask me from where, and don't ask me how they will accommodate. All I know is that my first Imam has said this, and this is a tradition of the first Imam. 99 hayya, 99 snakes would be sent into his grave, each one of them crawling and gnawing and stinging this person with the intense venom that they have. And according to the traditions, the intensity of the venom of these snakes, of every single one of them, is of such a measure that tradition says even if one of them were to come out of that barzakhi life onto the earth and just breathe out their venom once, not a single strand of grass would grow onto the face of the earth. 99 of these snakes up to the day of judgment, clinging to him, gnawing him, biting him and stinging him. What happens to him? Only he knows and his God. The reality is there, my friends. And this is the reason how many times in Surah Qamar Allah has said, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. We have made this Quran easy to understand. فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Is there anybody to take heed? They are lying on the shelf. We just don't get time to pick it up and read it. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا. It's a, I don't know how to put it. I'm just worried it does not become something that is opposing his dignity and his... It's something that he wants to so much help us. And he's done everything to help us. But it's just that we say, you want to help me, stay away, Bana. I want to get myself into peril and doom. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ. Everything we have mentioned, whatever is going to happen, read that Quran, read the tafsir, even in English. فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Is there anybody to take heed of what I'm stating? Then don't come over there and say, why are you punishing me? The whole life you had that book lying on top, you never bothered to read. Now that you are facing punishment, you think that I am punishing you. You have prepared it for yourself. I have nothing to do with it. It's your deeds that are giving you this. I have not put anything on my own. فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Is there anybody to take heed? It is at this point of time that we realize why Imam Ali would say,